I want to tell you a story from my school days. I have always loved maths. So there was this one time when we were given some homework, trigonometry homework, I remember. I took it home and I found it really difficult to do. It didn't look like anything we had ever done before. But I thought that was the challenge. I thought that was the difficulty level we were expected to face. So I really spent hours trying to solve those problems. But obviously, I couldn't. I wasn't able to crack a single one. And I was too embarrassed to call any of my friends to talk about it. I didn't want them to think I was dumb. And since I was such a sincere student, I really had trouble accepting that I wasn't able to solve a few problems from my favorite subject. But there was pretty much nothing that I could do. So finally, I decided to give up and hoped that I wouldn't be asked to show the homework. But the next day, when I went to school, I realized that nobody else had done the homework. Apparently, the homework was miscommunicated to us, and the professor had tried to spread the message to some of the students, but it coincidentally never reached me. And there I was, losing my sleep, feeling stupid, trying to solve an assignment that was not meant to be difficult at all. But you know what? Today, looking back, I realized something about how we are so insecure about admitting that something is difficult for us. We think that if we say something is difficult for us to do, it means that we are not smart enough, or we are not working hard enough, or we are not taking it seriously enough. And the problem is that we almost never doubt the process, especially when the process has been set by someone whom you consider really smart. In my case, that smart person was my professor. I never thought my professor could give us the wrong homework. In your business, in your employee's case, that smart person is you. Your employees think that if the process is set by you, it can never be wrong. And that's why, if your employees are struggling with a process in your company, they are never going to come and complain to you directly to your face, saying, "This feels too complicated, this is quite difficult for me, this eats up too much of my time." None of that. They won't come to you because, firstly, they are afraid that you will judge their intelligence or skill set or potential to do the task. And the other problem could be that they don't know how the task is ideally supposed to be. They accept the difficulty level, thinking that that's how it's meant to be. But as the business owner, you still have to make sure that all your processes and all the tasks being run in your company are extremely efficient. Like I've said before, when you are in business, the thing that matters is not just what you do, but also how you do it. A wrong way to do the right thing is still going to affect your bottom line. You are still going to overuse your resources and it is going to cost you. So, if your employees are not going to tell you that they have trouble doing a certain process, then you have to do that analysis yourself. Now, how will you know if all your processes are truly efficient or not? The first thing you have to do is put on an invisibility cloak, be a fly on the wall, and go observe your employees. Observe how they are working, observe them in every single process. Don't meddle, don't respond, don't give a reaction, don't make them conscious. Just let them be, let them do their work. Just be quiet and observe. Now, when you observe, you have to evaluate how efficient every process in your organization is. Now pause this video and go get a pen and paper ready because this information is really important. Ready? We are going to list 5 efficiencies that you need to be checking every process for. First one, consistency. Every process should be consistent. What I mean by that is, regardless of who is doing that task, this task needs to produce the same result every time it is done. If every time the person who is doing the process changes, it changes the result or the way it is done, that means this process is not consistent. So basically, consider a kitchen activity. Consider your favorite vegetable curry being cooked. Now, if your mom makes it, it's reasonably good. If your spouse makes it, it is super yummy. And if your cook makes it, it's just about all right. That means that this recipe, this process is not consistent and so it's not efficient. Secondly, resource efficiency. The amount of resources that were utilized in carrying out this process should be exactly what they were expected to be, not more, not less. Okay? What are these resources? Your raw material, your people, your time, space, these are all your resources. So, for any process, if you find that it is taking more time than you expect, or it required more people than you expected, or it required a lot more raw material than you thought it would take, then this task is not resource efficient. Assume that you make customized handmade purses. Then every sequence on every purse should take the same amount of time every day. If your employee takes 15 minutes on one day, 5 minutes the next day, and a whole 2 hours the day after that, this process is inefficient. Third is self-sufficiency. Every process in your business should be done by your employees independently, all by themselves, without needing anyone's help. If they have to ask someone about it, or if any process had to be explained again and again, this process is not efficient. Even if you're required to follow up, it is still not efficient. Fourth, troubleshooting efficiency. What happens if there is suddenly an obstacle in the process? Are your employees trained to overcome the obstacle? Or do they just stop the process and wait for you to do something about it? If they don't know how to troubleshoot the process, then this process is not efficient. Fifth one, stress-free. Have you checked how easy or difficult it is for your employee to do this process? Are they pulling their hair out when they're doing it? Or is it a cakewalk? I'm not saying that they shouldn't have to be cautious or diligent. That's all right. Processes can require a lot of focus. But if any bit of this process is causing a lot of stress, then it is not efficient. These are the 5 efficiencies that you have to aim for. Observe each and every process in your organization, whether it falls under the accounting department, the operations department, or the marketing department. Check every single process for these efficiencies. And what if you find something lacking? What should you do if that process is inefficient? Well, the answer to everything always is systems. You need to set a system for all of those inefficient processes. Keep watching these videos to understand more about how to design systems specific to your business. But the first step to setting any system is to understand where you need to implement it, isn't it? Remember, how you do matters more than what you do. If you've liked what I've talked about, keep watching these videos. There's lots more where that came from. See you in the next one.